Today I'll be sharing on stress management tips, how one can be able to cope with stress during this lockdown. Remember, it's a prolonged period that most of us have been locked indoors. One way of managing stress is starting your day well. And what we mean by starting your day well, immediately you wake up, we encourage you get out of bed the same time you used to wake up when you are going to work. Don't delay there. Don't delay in bed because you have nowhere to go. Wake up the same time you are waking up when you are going to your business, when you are going to your job, when you are going to your daily activities. And when you wake up, you can explore some of these things that we'll be recommending here as a way of handling stress. One of it is jogging. You don't have to be a professional. You just get out, open your gate and start jogging around your estate. If it's not around your estate, you can even jog around your house if you have space. It is important, and you realize this as you jog around, you are able to work on your physical fitness, you are able to work on your mental health. This is one of the things that lifts yourself mentally. Anytime you finish that 1 hour jogging or 30-minute jogging or 2 hours jogging, depending with the time that you have with yourself, is you realize your body becomes rejuvenated. Number 2 way of managing stress when you're in the house is doing aerobics and Zumba. In the morning, you can just log in on your laptop and open YouTube. Log into one of the channels where they are teaching how to do aerobics, and you start doing them in your bedroom, in your table room, outside your house, outside your balcony. You start a 30-minute aerobic session or a 20-minute aerobic session. I like doing the one for 21 minutes done by many of the instructors online, and by the time you finish, you feel your body rejuvenated, your mind will be reset to start the new day with energy. Number 3 way of reducing stress when you're in the house, the one I can recommend, is weightlifting. If you are the kind of those guys who have been looking to be six-pack like KK, yeah, I encourage you do weightlifting in the morning. I have not started, but I am looking forward. I want to transform my 1-pack to 6-pack. So, and you can do for 30 minutes, you can do for 40 minutes, you can do for 2 hours, depending with the time you wake up. And this one rejuvenates, it shapes your body, your physique looks better. You'll not be looking like a node a lot of time. Number 4, the one we'll be talking about, is taking your good time in prayers. Philippians chapter 4 verse 6 reminds us, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation by prayers and petition with thanksgiving present your request to God. Whether you are doing jogging, whether you are walking, whether you are doing aerobic, whether you are lifting gym, I highly recommend create time to connect with your maker. The Bible have so many verses encouraging us to reconnect with him. That's the whole purpose of creation, for man to worship the maker. It is important you think about it. Unless you cast your burden unto him, he is more than able. His books reminds us there is nothing impossible in his sight. Number 5, the one you can do in the morning with your whole family, is walking. Just taking a walk, holding hands with your wife, with your son, with your daughter, with your family members. You can just take a walk around the estate. It is important. As you do this and enjoy nature out there, you'll be able to experience so much, and by the time you are coming to have your breakfast, your mind is already relieved. Your mind, you have seen so many creations out there, and your body is already reset for the day. So this is important, taking a walk. The last one on starting your day well is taking your dog for a walk. If you have been blessed to keep some pets in the house, whether your dog or your cat, you can take it for a walk. I know I'm exempting some estates where people don't keep dogs. I also don't love dogs myself, okay? You're not alone. You're not alone. I also don't love dog myself. Those people who love dog, you can take a walk with your dog along the estate, and you take for 1 hour, 2 hours. By the time you are back, you feel your body have been rejuvenated. One of it is watching news in the morning. Imagine just waking out of your bed and going directed to your TV room and start watching CNN, the updates. How many Americans have died? How many Italians have died? How is UK performing? And have China released another virus? Ladies and gentlemen, it is important you distance yourself from watching news in the morning. It affects your health. It affects you mentally. The whole day you'll be thinking, oh, I heard it is almost in our neighborhood. That is disastrous. That is taking poison in the morning and expecting to be healthy the whole day. The other one is social media. You know, most people keep their phones just next to their bed there. Immediately they wake up, they switch on the data and the message start trickling in from Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp. You check all the news and you realize there is no good news. So after reading all the updates on social media, you get drained because there is no good news in the morning. People are just sending you updates. And for you guys who have been sending those bad vibes at night, please, we want to live long. Stop sending bad vibes at night. In fact, don't be a carrier of bad news. Stop it. Stop spreading the rumors. Stop spreading even the bad news. All of us have a means of accessing those news. So the moment you keep pushing them to us, it is hurting our souls. If you want to see your friends staying long, stop sending those. Only send positive vibes. Number 2 way of managing stress is developing new hobbies. What a good time to reveal what is inside of you. There are these guys who prepares burnt offerings when you visit your houses. It is time you develop a skill on cooking. Go online, Google some recipes and start developing those meals. And the next time we meet in that joint, the next time we meet at your bash, the next time we meet in your family get together. And by doing this, the next time we'll be having a friend's fun day in your house. You'll be preparing us meals and be wondering, where did these guys learn these skills from? The other hobby can be farming. For those who have big spaces outside their house, or you have a big shamba somewhere, you can go and start farming. Realize even if people are locked down for how many years, they will still need food. Remember, this is the time farmers are minting millions. Why? Even if people are locked for how many months, people have to eat. Children are in the house, the learners who are in boarding schools are in the house and they still have to eat. You, your brothers, your sister, you are all there. Lunchtime you're in the house, dinner you're in the house, breakfast you're in the house. And when you are working this, you don't get this time to eat all that. What about learning a new language? You have been desiring to talk in Chinese, you have been desiring to talk in French, you have been desiring to learn German. This is a time to go online and start those tutorials. You might be paying some few coins, but by the time you are out of the lockdown, you'll be better than those who are just watching Nigerian movies. I have no bad feeling by those guys who watch Nigerian movies because it's a way of killing time. But what a good one if you can learn a new language, so that the next time you appear on interview and they ask you how many languages you are equipped with, you'll have 2 or 3. Also remember, so many foreigners have flocked our country, they have flocked the African continent, and you'll be a better advantage to do business with them. The other hobby is reading. Remember, your life is shaped by the books that you read and the friends that you walk around with. How many books have you read so far? By the way, from the time you graduated, from the time you left that course, from the time you were last in school, have you bought a book and read from page 1 to the last page? Remember, your life is shaped by the guys you hang around with and the books that you read. Sometimes it shocks me when I hear guys saying they want to be readers and the last book they read was English 8. My brother, that one will not be able to lead us unless a Catholic chairman. The other hobby you can think of is road trip. And as you are doing this road trip, you can teach your wife how to drive. What a good thing. You can teach your husband how to drive. You can teach your son how to drive. You can teach your daughter how to drive. Even your brother or your sister. And as you are doing this, remember, you are killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You are killing your boredom in the house. You are killing your stress, and also you are instilling a new skill to your brother. The other one is dancing. I know there are guys, when we go for these corporate events, end of year parties, team building, I see them dancing with 2 left foot. This is a time to lock yourself in your table room and open some Nigerian dances or Kenyan dances or Tanzanian dances and start practicing those moves, so that next time you meet with guys, you are able to shock them with your moves. They will be wondering, hey, Baba Jogona, where did you practice this? Guitar player or a drummist or a piano, this is a time to practice. If you don't have them in the house, you can hire. If you can't hire, you can buy. Number 3 way of managing stress is be social digitally. Connect with your friends. Make a call. You know, parents are always concerned about the welfare of their children. Please make a phone call to your dad, to your mom, if they are there. Talk to them, share with them, tell them you are okay. Let them hear that assurance from you. Call your brothers, your sisters. Get to know what they are doing. Catch up with them. Know whether they have food. Know whether they are still working. Just make a schedule time and make a 30-minute conversation to your parents. Know how they are doing. All of them. The other one is going live on video. Go on Facebook Live. Go on Instagram Live with your brothers, with your sisters, and with your parents if they can access social media platforms. You can even have that family get-togethers on Zoom or on Google Classroom. Let all the cousins and the nephews meet on Google Classroom so that they're able. Maybe you usually have your family get-together, cousins get-together yearly or quarterly. This is a time to go digitally and meet. Let not Corona stop you from meeting so that kids can be able to meet, so that families can be able to meet. Remaining hopeful is the other way of managing stress. I have seen guys on Kiamburu, I have seen guys around Witsa, I've seen guys all along the busy street who have converted their vehicles to be a mini grocery market. What a good way to remain hopeful. In Proverbs 18 verse 14, the Bible says, your will to live can sustain you when you are challenged, but if you lose it, your last hope is gone. When I see guys in the street selling masks, when I see them hawking, when I see them doing all kind of business to sustain their family, I know these people are able to manage their stress. The moment you put your mind engaged and productive, this way you'll be able to reduce your stress. You'll not be like those who are staying in the house the whole day. Instead of staying in the house, please get out and do something. The Bible reminds us, a living dog is better than a dead lion. The other way of managing stress is to sharpen your skills. By the time the economy is opening and you are attending that interview or you are meeting your boss, let him or her know that you are not just sleeping during the lockdown, that you have sharpened your skill. If you are drawing, let your drawing be better. If you are a graphic designer, let your graphics be better. If you are an article writer, let the next one we read from you after the lockdown be better than the one we read before the lockdown. If you are a chef, once we resume, let's see the difference in your meals. Let's differentiate the taste of before Corona and after Corona because you did something. Social media skills. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, IG. Don't be left behind. When people, this is the new norm. Don't be left behind. That's where the world is going. To compose a song. If you are a musician, what a good time to compose and practice a new song. Let by the time we are opening the economy, we hear your new release, your new album. Wow, thank you for watching us today. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.